I think if I hear you call me Becky one more time, six-pack, I'm gonna pop your tops. All six of them.
Hey folks, this is man once again, and welcome to the final Die Hard review. And of course that is of Live Free or Die Hard. I say final one until the new one comes out. Will I see it in theaters? I don't know. Wait to see a trailer, but considering it's by the same fucking director of Max Payne, that's who's directing Die Hard 5, the director of Max fucking Payne. It takes place in Russia? Why? Oh, fuck it. Anyway, this is Live Free or Die Hard. A 10, which I like the look of it, and it's a 2-disc. Got the unrated and theatrical version, and then a bonus disc with documentary and other features. I like the look of it too. I really like the look of it. I know people compare, oh, it's just Bruce Willis being Jack Bauer. I'm like, Bruce Willis was Jack Bauer before Jack Bauer. You know, John McClane was. That's what Jack Bauer does, going against terrorists in a short amount of time. Isn't that what John McClane did? So, if anything, Jack Bauer's ripping off John McClane. Hate to break to you. But like I said before, this is the best one. Nothing can beat the first Die Hard. My second favorite is Die Hard with a Vengeance. Extremely entertaining and fun. You want to know why? You can check back on my review. Now, what would be my third one? My third favorite of the franchise. And after seeing both of them now and pondering on it, I gotta say my third favorite has to be this one. I know, this has to be my third favorite, and then this is my fourth favorite. I'm not going to say my least favorite, because all these movies kick ass. And apparently I looked a little bit more since my review of Die Hard 2. Apparently there are people who badmouth this film, and that's bullshit. I didn't really badmouth the film. I think this is a solid film. I would still give it, like, if I was 4, I'd give all these movies 4 out of 4 stars, because they're just highly entertaining. I don't understand why people badmouth the film. I mean, yeah, I had some pacing issues, you know, but the badmouth the film, I don't know what the fuck they're smoking for badmouthing. I know it's their opinion, sorry, but don't badmouth this movie. Fuck yeah, I'll defend the movie. It's a fucking good sequel. Now, again, I said this is probably my third favorite, Live Free or Die Hard, because I will say, although this has its problems too, at the end of the day, for an action film, for me, the bottom line is, how much entertainment did I get out of it? That's pretty much it. It's entertainment. It's an entertainment industry. If I'm watching an action film, I'm like, how much entertainment did I get out of it? If I go through entertainment value, that's how I judge action films. And it would be in this order. 1, 2, then 4. No, sorry. 1, part 3, then part 4, then part 2. But still, this is without a doubt one of my favorite franchises of all time. To me, there is no weak link. Like, Lethal Weapon films, not a big fan of part 4. Rambo films, that's another one. That's one of my favorite action series along with this. I love all 4 Rambo films. I love all 4 Die Hard films. Dirty Harry films, to be honest, the first Dirty Harry, yeah. And even the Deadpool, it's okay. I don't write that, oh, fuck you. Well, fuck you too, how about that? But anyway, Live Free or Die Hard, very controversial, I know, because it's a film that got a lot of good notices. It gets a 7.4 on IMDb. And Die Hard 3 with Avengers, actually, that gets a 7.5, so it gets higher than this, which is understandable. I can agree to that. But really enough, I guess I go with the IMDb, because IMDb places Die Hard 1 at number 1, then it's Die Hard 3, then it's Die Hard 4, and then Die Hard 2. I know it's about 4 minutes in, but because the film is going to be controversial, I guarantee this review is going to be controversial, because I guarantee that a lot of people don't hate me on this, a lot of people don't disagree, and I bet a lot of people are typing there, what the fuck are you smoking, Die Hard 4 sucks, or Die Hard 4 blows, or I'm sorry man, Live Free or Die Hard sucks dick. Be my guess, it's just like Indiana Jones 4. I love Indiana Jones 4, that's my least favorite of the Indiana Jones films, but I still love Indiana Jones 4. And I still live free. I know right off the bat someone's going to say this is not a real Die Hard film. It's not a real Die Hard film. I can kind of gauge that, but at the same time I do disagree, When the film came out in theaters, got a lot of good critical notices, got 87% Rotten Tomatoes. It's got a pretty good rating on IMDb. But nowadays, if you talk about the Die Hard films, this gets lambasted a lot. I mean, a lot online, mainly online. And I'm sorry, I'm not going to be, if you don't like the film, be my guest. I have a feeling, though, I'm not talking to people on here, but I get a feeling there's some people who kind of change their minds or just shit on it just to be, quote, cool. I'm not saying that's the common thing at all. Because I'm sure that, like, people watch it, I'm sure there's legitimate reasons why you don't like it. That's cool. But you get a feeling there are online journalists, like, who, like, fuck Die Hard 4, da-da-da. And I'm sorry. In the past 10 years of the action film genre, this is up there as one of the best. In the past 10 years, yes. I'm sorry. To me. And I know it came out in theaters PG-13. I saw it in the theater, and I had a ball at the theater. I loved it when I saw it in the theater. I love it today. It's not perfect, but you know what? It's highly fucking entertaining, and that's all I want in an action movie. That really is. I rant a lot, but at the end of the day, that's all I want is to be entertained. I can be an easy guy. I could be an easy guy to satisfy. Just a hard man to please. But John McClane, he's older. He has a daughter, Lucy McClane, played by Mary Elizabeth Winstead. To be honest, probably her best role, because she does a good job. Bruce Willis has to look into this hacker, played by Justin Long. One lane leads to another, and you have this group of cyber terrorists who want to take down the government. And, of course, you get a little underlying thing that it's a heist of some sort, of course. But where to start with this film? Because I'm pretty sure most people have already seen this film, so I don't need to go step by step on the plot. I guess the best way to do it is the negatives first and then the positives. Negatives first, I can see right off the bat. Okay, it was PG-13 when it came out in theaters, but this has the unrated version. I remember I told my friend, like, even one of my friends, even my friends, Effie and Mike, they don't like this film that much. And they have a right to. Like, Mike doesn't like it that much. Effie, he hates the film. Not because of Bruce Willis. He likes Bruce Willis, but he hates the rating of the film. He definitely hates the villain of the film. And I will admit, Timothy Olyphant was not the best guy for the role. He was not the best guy that they could have picked to be the villain. But at the same time, he will not kill my enjoyment. I will not let Timothy Olyphantastic kill my enjoyment out of this film. I'm not going to let that motherfucker kill my enjoyment of this movie. Because I found so much entertaining with the stuff around Timothy Olyphant that one aspect is not going. He's not going to make fuck that guy. He's not going to make me hate the movie because of him being a dumbass. I guess that's the best way to put it. Plus, I get to see him get killed, so there you go. But, you know, so that aspect will not kill me. I mean, I've seen a lot of action films where the villain is weak. I mean, Rambo 3. I love Rambo 3, but the villain is kind of weak. I'm looking over here. I don't have any action films over there, though. Shit. But I mean, I know I've seen lots of action films where it's kind of a weak villain, or it's kind of a ho-hum villain, or like, I don't know. They even, I don't know. Fuck, I can't out top of my head for some fucking reason now. But I've seen films, action films, where villains like, you know, they sort of like ho-hum villains. That doesn't kill a movie for me. As long as the hero, the action, the pace, that stuff works. If the villain is lackluster, okay. But okay, that's a problem. I was getting to, like, I saw the unrated version. I remember telling my friend Effrey that I told him that it felt like it was forced in there. Watching it again, it was mainly one scene that I felt that way. But the rest of it actually doesn't. I mean, there's more blood and there's a lot more profanity. And I remember I was telling my friend Effrey, I was just keep thinking of this one scene where it felt very forced. But when I watched the film again, the rest of it seems like it was there fine and dandy. Like, you see Bruce Willis full on, like, Justin Long saying, talking and talking, and Bruce Willis is like, hey, shut up. Shut the fuck up. That made me laugh my ass off. I thought that was funny, him telling Justin Long, shut the fuck up. And it's full force. I mean, so it was mainly this one scene that, you know, bugged me on it. But the rest of the profanity's there. He says motherfucker a lot. And, you know, you can watch the unrated version. Yes, there's more blood. Yes, it's CGI. But I love the Expendables. That was CGI, too. I gotta admit that. I can't lie about that. It was CGI as well. And I love Expendables, so. But that was my main, those two things, and one of them, the unrated version helps with that. So really, it's Timothy Olyphant is really the only problem I have with the film. Of course, bad things, he's the main villain, but I'm not gonna let that motherfucker ruin the movie for me. Now, for the positives, plot-wise, I actually liked the cyber terrorism plot. It made sense in today's age that it would be a cyber terrorism plot. I liked it because it was different from the last three films. Because you had, you know, them taking over a building. You had them taking over an airport. You had, you know, a mad bomber. But it was a heist. And it's like, what more could you do? I know there was a one-time aspect of what they were doing in the jungle. And I don't know if that would have worked. You don't go for what Speed 2 did on a cruise ship again. But I liked the cyber terrorism aspect. Because I buy into that, cyber terrorism. I buy into that as a threat. Because it was different. The reason I buy into it is that, let me put it this way. Wherever you're at, when the power goes out for like an hour or two, take a look around. Your neighborhood goes batshit crazy when that happens. So that's why it didn't really bother me. And the terrorism, basically what they're doing is they fuck up the transportation grids. So there's like huge, I think Len Wiseman, who directed this, he directed Underworld films. I kind of started to appreciate the Underworld films. I'm not a fan of Part 3, but after seeing Underworld 4, Awakening, I actually kind of appreciated the Underworld films a little bit more. They've grown on me. And Len Wiseman, very capable directing job, because he doesn't shake the camera. He has wide shots, and he moves the camera in smooth movements. So if a car's turning, he moves it like this. And it's really very well-structured action sequences. Now I know people don't ask, what about the Total Recall remake? I don't know still. There's still a bad taste in my mouth with that shit. But, I mean, the trailer looked interesting, but still, it's just, why you gotta remake it? But anyway. What I liked about a cyber terrorism thing, also, again, if you lose your power, your phones, everything, like your utilities, these go batshit crazy. And I know, because I have been through that. I was in Texas, just, not even that. It was just when hurricane seasons, even from Texas, you have people going batshit crazy, just the thought of it. They run in, they're getting fucking bottles of water and shit. I'm like, these guys are fucking crazy. People go batshit insane when they can't get what they want. Believe me. And when the power goes out, even if it's simple as, hey, the electricity is off in the neighborhood, no one knows why. People get angry and they go batshit. Especially if it's in Washington, D.C. in the middle of the day and like this wide, cool shot where it's massive traffic jam and people can't move anywhere and the transportation is all fucked up and cut off and then they start affecting utilities, they start affecting the power, phones. I like the bit that they had with, I know my friend Effie didn't like it, but I actually thought it was really, I've never seen that before. Well, they take all the presidents, and it made sense because it was in Washington, D.C., and I think it was around the 4th of July, I believe. I may be wrong. And it made sense that, they take all the presidents and they mash up a ransom demand using the president's words of Nixon or Bush or Clinton. I thought that was really, I've never seen that before. I thought that was really interesting. What I also liked about the cyber terrorism, a few aspects. One, it allows them to do things that no one else would do in the action sequences. For instance, the tunnel sequence, which I'll get to. The fighter jet sequence, which I'll get to. The pipeline sequence, because they're hackers, because they have all the controls, they can unleash this shit on the John McClane. Or it's kind of like you took what they were doing in Dulles International Airport, telling people what they want to hear, but on a global scale. I like that, and I could buy into that. And plus they have henchmen, like some who know parkour. I know they got a guy who was definitely adept at parkour, and, Len Wiseman did a smart job shooting him in one shot, doing these crazy stuff. So I like the aspect. I also like the aspect of 80s versus the 2000s. Like, I really got into 80s, 90s from John McClane versus the 2000s. This probably sounds stupid. No one's going to buy my bullshit, but fuck it. It's my review. Fuck it. It'll be an hour-long review, whatever the fuck. I don't give a shit. What I liked about it was that John McClane was doing everything old school. He talked old school. He fought with his fists. When Timmy Oliphant's henchwoman, Maggie Q. Was that her name, Maggie Q? I just want to make sure I get the name right of the actress. Yeah. She beats him up. He's like, enough of this kung fu shit, and fucking drags her down and fucking beats the shit out of her, rips her fucking hair off. And goes to Justin Long, who's just shell shocked, like, you done? Come on, you done? Come on, hack into that thing. And he wins. The 80s, 90s wins. Beats the shit. I won't talk about 90s, I'm talking about early 90s. They win. They beat the shit out of the 2000s. What I mean about that is, the guys who are cyber terrorism, they think they know hot shit. They think they know everything. They can get in these computers. They own this high-tech computer shit like most of the world now today. Come on, McClane, you're a Timex in the digital age. And no matter how much they throw in, it's that old-fashioned 80s, 90s gun-ho, one man, I'm going to go for it attitude that gets them through it. To the point of the ending. That's why I love the ending. Where, of course, Timmy the Oliphant, the wrong place at the wrong time. What I like, this is like this pinnacle of it. I know, again, this sounds bullshit, but this is how I thought of it. This is why, a little part of the reason why I loved it. And in the unrated version, you hear the whole thing. So I'm basing on the unrated version, not the theatrical, the unrated version. John McClane grabs it, and he does, you know what I say? Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker! Shoot, actually it's here. Shoots. Now, it goes through him, but he's the 80s, 90s. He's badass. He'll live through getting shot. But bitch-ass Timmy the Oliphant, he gets shot, falls down dead. I'm like, he was so bitch-ass. The 2000s are so bitch-ass that John McClane can shoot through himself and still get up to fight another day, but then that's left, fucking Timmy Oliphant's left in the dust, so to speak. So I thought it showed that John McClane was more badass than Timmy Oliphant. I'm like, fuck you, I'll shoot through myself. Because I can live with it, but you can't because you're a bitch. 80s, 90s rule, 2000s fucking drool. You know, to puree shit drools. And, you know, I like that. So if a guy from the 80s fighting against this new age shit and just giving a big fucking bitch slap. That's what I liked about it too. And what I mean is it gets into these action scenes that are fucking awesome. Really, I will say, this has more action scenes than Die Hard 2. And they're really fucking good. They're really fucking good. They're well done. They're well executed. Bruce Willis, that's another thing. I defend this film because he gets shit on, and Bruce Willis gets shit on a lot for his performance by people online. Oh, he's not playing John McClane. Like they bitch about because he doesn't have fucking hair. Oh, he's not John McClane. He doesn't have hair. Really? Really? You don't bitch about John McClane because he doesn't have hair? Really? Or he doesn't show emotion. Really? I saw this film. He shows emotion. And, I mean, great action scene. He doesn't show emotion. You didn't see the fucking movie. I'm sorry. You did not. If you think, oh, he doesn't act like John McClane, then you didn't see the fucking movie. Hate to break to you. The guy's 40-some, 50-some years old. But he still has that John McClane in him. For fuck's sake. And no, that's not directed to my friend Effie, because he knows what I'm talking about. But it's these other people like, give me a fucking break. And it's really, Justin Long surprised the shit out of me. He's not as good as Samuel Jackson, but he was nice. The older, younger, like when they're fighting over the radio. He doesn't want to listen to Clearwater. And Bruce was like, hey, this is good. And Justin Long says, I'd rather shove a pine cone up my ass. Thought that was really funny. And then that's where it leads to Bruce Willis saying, shut up, shut the fuck up. And then the car smashes. He did that really cool shot. Bruce Willis stands up and sees how the whole city's becoming in chaos. And I buy into that because, again, if people lose their power, their electricity for fucking an hour or two, people go batshit nuts. Think about it. Wherever you're at, if you lost your power, so you can't watch TV, you can't turn your fan on, you can't get on the internet, can't phone anybody, you'd be fucking going crazy too. That's why I buy into that. But Justin Long was entertaining to watch. I don't know. I was worried about him, but because I know at one point in the script they wanted the character to be his son, John McClane's son. I like Len Wiseman wanted to be Scott Speedman because he worked with Scott Speedman on the Underworld films, and Bruce Willis wanted to be Ben Affleck because he worked with him on Armageddon. Well, obviously that didn't come to be, so you had Justin Long, and I think Justin Long did a good job with it. I know at one point they wanted Justin Timberlake, or someone did, but thank God that didn't fucking happen. But I think Justin Long was solid in it. Bruce Willis did a great job as my John McClane. I don't give a fuck. The action scenes, that's another thing. People said, oh, the action scenes are too shitty and over the top. Really? Over the top. And these aren't over the top. These are not over the top, you're saying, folks? These aren't over the top? Really? Fucking really? So, a fucking so jumping off that kills me. It's like the Indiana Jones 4 argument. Oh, it's too over the top. First off, it's a sequel that was made 12 years after Part 3. If they did just, John McClane goes up, boom, boom, end the movie, you'd be pissed off too. It'd be like the fucking Killer Elite or some other bullshit. It'd be as boring as that. I don't want a boring movie. People want the fucking boring movies. They want the fucking, Batman Begins. Sorry, I just had to throw that in there for my friend Mike, OCP. These, I think those films are okay, but still. I know Mike hates them to death, so I just wanted to in there. But the signature sequence in all these movies is a guy getting a fucking fire hose, jumping off a building as it explodes, getting enough time to go through the glass and shoot through it. That's not over the top. That's why critics say it's pure escapist fun. It's escapism. Oh, it's too over the top. You think it's realistic getting on a fucking dump trucks, riding the wave and catching a fucking thing and going up it? These are not documentaries. I hate to break it to you. Oh, this is too far. Well, bullshit, my dick. I'm sorry. That's my opinion. I don't understand that. If they're well filmed, well edited, and well executed, and well acted, then it's fine. And these are really good. You have the scene in the part when he first meets up with Justin Long, the bad guys come in, he's shooting them, and I like this fun moment with Bruce Willis grabs a guy, he's like, you motherfucker, and breaks his fucking neck. Or like they're getting shot at, and then previously they put a bomb in Justin Long's computer. Something falls, and the guy gets blown up and flies. Boom! Phew! Like right to near where Bruce Willis and Justin Long were. Or he like fights the bad guys, like he throws the fire extinguisher, shoots it, guy flies back. Really well done practical stunt work. Or like the parkour guy, I think it's him, maybe someone else, gets on that bit of the fence and hits it and the guy flies back. Real stuntman, folks. The tunnel sequence I love. Because again, with the computers, this is how they could do it. That's using the cyber terrorism thing to good effect. You would not have a sequence like the tunnel sequence. That's why I like the cyber terrorism, because it leads to these interesting action scenes that I've never seen before. The tunnel sequence with all these cars, they made it so the cars are now going, supposed to be one way, but now all the cars are going this way, and John McClane and Justin Long Bruce Willis, Justin Long are right in the middle. So they're almost getting hit. You have a car going bad, they barely make it out alive. There's another car coming, they barely get in. This is where people say John McClane, like Bruce Willis not playing John McClane, they didn't watch this fucking next scene where he gets pissed. It's like, oh yeah? Get the actual dialogue if I can find it. All you gotta do is pick up a kid down in New Jersey and drive him to D.C. How hard can that be, huh? Can it be that hard? No, can it? No, gotta be a senior detective, thing like a traffic jam, throwing a car at me, like that's gonna stop me? Like he just drives the car. This is a really fucking beautiful looking shot where he gets out. It's not like he gets out nothing. He gets out, his face is all fucked up and cut up. He gets out, the car goes boom, flies right into the fucking helicopter. Big practical explosion, falls down as a guy is jumping off and lands on a car. Now, in the unrated cut, they put in a different line, which I don't like, as well as the theatrical cut. Like, the unrated cut, they throw in a line like, Justin Long goes, oh, you just killed a helicopter with a car. And he says something like, hundreds of people die in cars, that's just 4 more. I don't know why they changed it. I like the one in the theatrical cut better. I was out of bullets. That is much better. I wish that would have been in the unrated version. But this has both versions on there, so that's cool. But I like the, I was out of bullets. I like that line better. Well, yeah, I like the scene where he's fighting Matty Toon and rips the hair out, then hits John McClane and falls back. Really well done, well choreographed, no shady cam. You understand everything that's going on. So what does Bruce Willis do? He gets a fucking car, runs, boom! Hey, how's it going? Like calling her a bitch and shit, driving her into an elevator shaft, so you get an homage to the first film, but not nausea-inducing. You have a fight in the elevator shaft, getting in the nick of time. Oh yeah, motherfucker! And he's like, yeah! When it falls down and blows up. And Leon calls Timmy the Elephant, yeah, that chick? Yeah, I shoved an SUV up her ass, or something like that. I like that. And because dealing with computers, the bad guy's able to, granted, the actor's not the best, but the action is, okay, I'm going to send all this fucking gas and explosion through this pipeline to blow up where you're at. You're fucked. You're just going to blow up. So they gotta get the fuck out of there, and they gotta hide in this van where it flies back. It's really well done. Flies back. Bruce Willis hits the wall, and this thing like right near him. Even the fight scenes are well done. Like Bruce Willis and this guy getting like a gunfight contest. One goes here, one goes here, and they're like this. I like the way it's cut. Or Bruce Willis like headbutts a guy or grabs a guy, shoves him just right down the fucking stairs. And he uses a lot of motherfucker in this. And again, it flows better than I remember. I think it was mainly one scene that really bugged the shit out of me. Because it didn't seem natural in that scene. But the rest of it seemed actually more natural than I thought. I don't know why that one scene bugged me. That's why I told my friend Efrion that one scene... what scene? You watch it, you figure it out. Be a little game. But the action scenes I thought just really well done and plentiful and well choreographed, and it's a big deal. It's going across the whole city. You get the sequence where like he goes to, of course they've got his daughter now, and you have a scene that everybody fucking shits on to no end. Everybody hates this fucking scene. And again, I think well, first off, before that, they go to the Warlock scene with Kevin Smith. I like Kevin Smith. Some of the stuff he's done lately, but overall, I still like Kevin Smith. It's just some of the films he's directed, not the biggest fan of. But Kevin Smith, as a person, I still like him. I'm still a fan of him. And I thought he did fine in the scene as a Warlock. I thought it was pretty funny. Oh, you're a fan of the Fett? No. I was always more into Star Wars. Oh, Star Wars is. So I thought they had some good lines in there. Let's see. After he talks to the Warlock guy and finds out a little bit of information about what's going on, about what's happening, that a little bit more of it is why Timothy Oliphant's doing what he's doing, stuff like that. That he wants to teach them a lesson. That, he kind of like, a little bit like Eric Bogosian in Under Siege 2, and the fact he used to work with the government, but then he was fired. But Eric Bogosian is a better actor. But I like the fact, okay, when they listen now, they grab Justin Long, they grab the girl. But I thought that the scene, which everybody hates on because they go, it's too over the top, it's too stupid, it's too dumb, it's too this and that. I fucking love this sequence. I love the way it ends. I thought is seeing in the theater, seeing in here, I thought, this is what I wanted to see in action films. Like back in the days of True Lies, like big. If I see an action film, I want to see a big fucking over-the-top stuff. And yeah, this is over-the-top, but the other films are... Die Hard 3 is over-the-top, folks. I hate to break it to you. But it's fun. It's entertaining. It's well done. And the scene where, he shoots the motherfucker in the truck, and he's driving this big old fucking semi-truck against the bad guys, to get to the bad guys, who have his daughter and Justin Long. And again, because of the computers, and because of that, they can contact the fighter jet pilot, because you would never have this scene without it. And the fighter jet pilot, he gets word that John McClane's truck is, quote, a terrorist truck. So now John McClane gets fired on by this fighter jet, and it's a massive, big scene. So CGI, yes, but also some miniature work, some really good miniature work used in there. And I thought it was fucking well done. Like, the budget is on the screen. This costs less than fucking Rush Hour 3. Watch that scene alone, and then watch Rush Hour 3. And Rush Hour 3 costs more than this? Give me a break. Like, you didn't see the money on the fucking screen. And shoots at the truck, and the truck goes like this, but then gets back on there, and Bruce Willis, again, if you don't think he's playing John McClane, watch that scene alone as well. Huh? You shoot the wrong guy, huh? Is that your best shot? Like, come on, I like that. Like, come on, give me your best shot. Come on, assholes. And it's shooting at him, and it shoots the shit out of the truck. And, like, the fucking whole bridge and roads are falling apart, and it falls back, and he has to barely drive up. And then the fire jet, like, John McClane rolls back and hangs on, gets on a fighter jet, and part of it breaks off and hits the fighter jet. And John McClane's hanging for dear life. And this is what John McClane does. It's from the first movie, folks. Putting a fire hose, jumping off fucking buildings when they're exploding behind you is not realistic. I hate to break the party to you. If you can believe that, you should believe this. It's just as much realistic. I mean, you think The Dark Knight is realistic? I don't see people going around wearing fucking Batman costumes. I hate to break to you. As much as those films are real, there is no real Batman going around fighting people and bad guys. I hate to break the party. There was no real Two-Face. There is no real Joker. Okay? Hate to break it to you. Are they fun? Are they entertaining? And this was. And this stunt I thought was fucking phenomenal. I love this scene. Yes, I'm coming and gushing over it. I don't give a fuck. It's coming down. He jumps. Oh, shit. Goes down the fucking thing as the fucking fire jet crashes. And you see the guy, like, fall down. John McClane fall down as the fireball goes towards camera, like, goes back to camera, the fireball goes. I'm like, holy shit, that's a fucking awesome, cool stunt. That's fucking cool. That's neat. That's why I want that feeling in a movie. And when that movie gives it that, I'm like, fuck yeah, man. And he's out of it. He's bloodied up. He goes in. He catches one or two motherfuckers. Okay, Timmy the Elephant has him. Fuck you. You ever carry motherfucker? It's almost like a big old bitch slap right to the bad guy. I said, okay, fine. You don't do that? Fine. Boom. Take it, bitch. I mean, I just really love this film a lot. I thought it was very engaging. It was entertaining. It is adrenaline pumping. Is it as good as part 1, part 3? No, I mean, is there, you take the last 10 years of films, action films, this is up there with compare the action films that have come out the last 10 years, hell yes. Yes, I love Rambo 4 more and Expendables, but this is up there. Taken would be up there. This probably would be in my top 5. This would be up there with Rambo 4, The Expendables, Taken, this film, and maybe, I don't know, Shoot 'em Up. Or something like that. I mean, it's in the top 5 best action films I've seen in the last 10 years. Because it's fun. It's entertaining. It's 2 hours of pure fun. Really well done action sequences. Bruce Willis is bang on as the hero. It's well filmed. I did not mind the plot. I thought it made sense in this day and age. And I liked the fact you had an 80s, 90s guy saying fuck you to all that and winning at the end, beating all that shit. Maggie Q, Mary Elizabeth, the rest of the supporting cast did it fine, except Timothy Olyphant. He's a dumbass. But he's not going to make me hate this movie. I'm going to let him. He can go fuck up Hitman with Hitman 2, 3, whatever the fuck. 2007. I was almost going to say this came out 2008, but yeah, it was 2007. I just wanted to make sure I'm okay. Just wanted to make sure I'm something. But yeah, I thought it was a lot of fun and a lot of entertainment value, and I'm sorry, it's not that bad of a movie. Okay? Will it equal the first film? No, it would never equal the first film. I never thought it would equal the first film. Die Hard 3 I like more. But seeing this in the theater was like seeing Rambo 4 in the theater. I got to see these heroes come back in a kick-ass way, and the heroes became bad. John McClane was a badass in this film. Kicked a lot of bad guy ass. Rambo, you watch the ending of Rambo 4 in the theater, wow, that was fucking amazing. Kick-ass, fun, entertaining, really well done action sequences, well choreographed. You still have some practical use. You still have some stuntmen. Yes, you have some CGI, but I thought they were actually well used. It wasn't the whole fucking movie. I thought it was well staged. I mean, Expendables has some CGI as well, blood and otherwise, but I really love Expendables, so I gotta, I can't lie to myself with that. Plentiful action scenes and fight scenes, really well done. I did not mind the plot at all. It raised the stakes on, the scheme of things. John McClane was back on the big screen. Bruce Willis was banged on. Justin Long was fine. Len Wiseman impressed me with the flick, directing-wise. And overall, watch the unrated version of this film. If you still don't like it, then fine, but I'm sorry. I'm not going to be one of those guys that just, oh, fuck the movie. No, I like the movie. And I even like the title. People shit on the title. Live for Your Die Hard, I like that title. Live for Your Die Hard. It's nice. It's like you almost feel patriotic saying, live for your Die Hard, A good did he Die Hard? The Kiss My Ass. That's a shitty title. But I like Live for Your Die Hard. Not Die Hard 4.0. Fuck that. But I love this film. I support this film. I don't just like it. I love it. Fuck it. One quick thing, this does not need to be shit on. Fuck that. All these films are fucking awesome. So yeah, the fourth one is my third favorite of the franchise. I loved it. It's one of my favorite action films of the past 10 years, being my top 5. But I will say, these movies, it's a fantastic fucking franchise. I know I did a long-ass review, but fuck it. I don't give a shit. Die Hard 5, though, Russia, John McClane's son, who I guess he's having a major role, and I don't know who the fuck this guy is. Never seen this guy before. Why is in Russia? I don't know. The director of Max Payne is directing it. Makes me want to puke. I'll wait for a trailer. I could be surprised. Fuck, I don't know. But either way, that's my review of Live Free or Die Hard. Yes, I like it. Fucking sue me. But, I know I'm alone in that, but fuck it. I know my friends Mike and Efrain are fans of it. Yeah. Oh well. I love it. I don't find, other than Timothy Oliphant, I don't find anything else wrong with it. I really don't. But that's me. Anyway, thanks for watching. Take care. Have a good night. Later.